Live. So, welcome back to part 2 of the Moemon Randomizer. I'm sorry, this music is actually a bit distracting, but me and Nymphius and myself, had a bit of a rant that we started last night over some of the bullshit that happens in Naruto. Specifically what happens to characters and overall how these characters are treated within the series. The biggest of these crimes happening to characters, like Sakura and Tenten. Just really shit writing and just holding out past the point where anything is relevant. Now, when I say that, I'm not just saying that this character is my favorite and we should do this or that, give them special treatments. The creator gave each of these characters high praises in one field or another, then completely wasted the idea. So, I believe we should start on the main point of Sakura. And just at the beginning of the series, she was praised for having the best chakra control within all of her class. Okay, why is Bronzor cute? Why is that little Bronzor so cute? But Sakura was given the praise of having like the best chakra control. She is able to do this and that so early on, and yet is just left to be treated as if she's useless. Which kind of pissed me off. Like, I didn't really care too much watching the series because, well, I didn't give a shit about proper writing. If it was entertaining, I'd watch it. When it came to entertainment, I was little more than a cat with a laser. Jesus fuck, it's a Bronzor. Of course it's going to be a bit of a tank. Do I need a psychic type? I mean, I could use a steel type. Then we don't even see her growth, or Nymphius brought this up, but we don't see any of her growth throughout the series itself, only through flashbacks when it's supposed to be relevant. And instead of showing that she's actually grown, it's like, oh yeah, she could suddenly do this. And there's no explanation of why she really chose, like, going to Tsunade other than, oh, she's a woman. Now, anyone in the chat, anyone in the comments can debate me on this. I'm willing to learn more. If I am wrong, call me the fuck out. I am more than happy to learn more and more and more about something I'm talking about. Because if I don't learn, then I'm making an ass out of myself. It's that simple. Let's see if I can catch this fucker. So, we were actually thinking through the series of every little time where Sakura's chakra control could come in very, very good situations. And during the entire first series... Ooh, I need a name for this. During the entire first series, she has nothing to show other than getting her ass kicked. In every fucking fight she's involved in the first series, she just gets shit stomped. And they explain in the series later on that medical ninja are still fucking feared because they know shit. Knowledge is power, and those with good control and knowledge are arguably one of the most dangerous things there are. Honestly, you put me up... You find me with the fight of a doctor and all they have is a fucking syringe. I don't know what the fuck's in it. and it could just be air and they could kill me with it. I'm going away from a fucking doctor because they know where to aim. I don't. I know hit the head, hit the heart, that's it. Alright, you want to think of a name for Bronzor? Can't think.
I never really catch Bronzor, so I don't have, like, a go-to name for it.
Alright, I'm turning up my audio to try to catch her more. I'm sorry about the fans in the background. It's still summer here in Ohio, and the real feel because of the humidity is around 85 degrees. Shit. So, then we're just thinking throughout, let's say after the tuning exam, she realized she was getting her ass beat every fucking fight. Even in her fight with Ino, it's just fucking boring to me because it's 80% flashback, as is the Naruto style apparently, and doesn't really build in to what the series wants you to think about these characters. There, we're naming it Plate. Because it looks like a plate, and, well, steel plate. Oh, that's a item. But, there we go. What item do you have? Take. TM38. Nasty plot. Not a bad move, honestly. Alright, I should probably go heal up. Simply because I don't like having a Pokemon at half health. Especially if I'm gonna have to go through, like, a quote-unquote dungeon. I know it's the first fucking one of the game. But, still. And, like I said, even after Sakura learns her ability, how to use chakra control into increasing her strikes, that's all there is. She punches like a fucking train, and even then she's outclassed 3 fights later. Because, well, she can't fucking move. She doesn't know shit. And she only has one technique for more than half the series. She doesn't get anything quote-unquote useful until the fight with Madara. And even then, she's kind of fucking useless. Because, well, Sasuke and Naruto have been god-modded at this point. They could destroy a planet with their own fucking hands and not give a shit. Theoretically, for their power, that'd just be an average Tuesday. And why is Corfish actually cute, too? It has twin buns. But I already have Big Pog for my, water type. Totodile? Yeah, Big Pog, because it always has its mouth open. And it's just, it does frustrate me a bit with Sakura, because she honestly could have been a great character. But the creator of Naruto just turned her into a fucking running joke of showing that she's useless and made her into one of the most hated characters. Because during most of the fucking series, or at least the first part of it, she's just sitting there screaming, crying, and cheering people on. What would you say is the most notable thing that Sakura did during the entire first part? And even then, she couldn't win. She lost every one of her fights. During the Zabuza arc, all she did was stand there with the fucking kunai, talking. Because that chakra control apparently means nothing. Who needs chakra control when you could just be a stand-in commentary character? Yay. I really do feel bad. I really do feel bad for talking shit like this, but at the same time, it's not wrong. It's not. Hey, Snail. We're talking shit about an anime that... It's because she's laying down, refuses to sit up because she's cozy. I had the mic as close to her as I can get, but she won't speak up because she's cozy.
Let me be comfortable.
I want to let you be comfortable, but you agreed to do this stream yesterday. And don't you dare say yesterday I was a different person.
I cannot foresee the future.
You can foresee the fact that you agreed to a stream. Don't talk softer.
What? What did you say?
Never mind.
I asked what you said.
You agreed to be a part of this stream.
Yes.
You remembered that you were going to be part of this stream.
Yes.
You could anticipate that you were going to be part of this stream.
Yes.
And that you will have to talk louder and possibly sit up.
Yes.
So you could have anticipated everything.
But I didn't anticipate getting cozy.
Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. Start talking so we can get a final mic check on you then.
Hold on, I'll just sit up.
Well, actually, you talking like that actually registered pretty well. It's just, I'm super loud because I have that deep, booming voice. That's part of my Italian heritage. And the anime we were talking about, Snail, is Naruto. A series that I grew up on. It was arguably my first, true introduction to anime. You could argue Dragon Ball, but I didn't really care about Dragon Ball growing up. Because it was a lot of them just swinging at each other and nothing really happening.
Big Pog, I love you.
Alright, Blastoise. What the fuck?
Who do you have?
I have Zap Slap. Zap Slap is gonna get the shit out of it.
You have 2 out of 6 party members that I always have every time I replay Silver.
Ampharos and...
Totodile?
Thunder. Why is Blastoise actually kind of cool looking? But overall, Sakura as a character is just wasted potential. Early in the series, she's told that she has this amazing chakra control, and they never do anything with it. It's boasted that she has the best chakra control out of her class, out of all of her team, possibly rivaling that of her teacher. And they never use it in any fucking fight or plot point. So what the fuck is the point about talking about it if it's not used? And then we got characters like Tenten, who is boasted about having the greatest weapon mastery out of, well, more than half the fucking village. She's the master of over 400 weapons, this and that. And she loses every fight as well. Why? She is a joke of a character because of bad writing.
I think top 3 characters that got nothing they deserve: Sakura, Tenten, and Anko.
Anko would have been awesome if she if she was just shown in a fight. Ambipom looked kind of jank. But Anko would be awesome if they just showed her in more than one fight in the entire series.
And made her connection to Orochimaru more prevalent. Because they're like, by the way, I'm Orochimaru's first curse mark person, and then they never bring it back up ever again.
Beyond that, she's a fan favorite because of her design, And yeah, it's because of sex appeal, but at the same fucking time, sometimes that's all you need for a character, especially one that's nearing their 30s. One that's supposed to be like a this is what's gonna happen when you grow up kind of thing for the fucking series. Ambipalm, who should I use? I'm gonna level up these two, but Zap Slap?
Yeah.
Because I don't want a level 30 Pokemon before the second gem. I don't have jack shit that's good for it. But Zap Slap's stats are going to be fucking amazing. Because I caught it as an Ampharos. Like, 10-10, she has 3-4 fights. She has the one against Tamari, which she gets fucking destroyed. And that was a good introduction for Tamari. It was. But at the same time, 10-10 was more of a repeat character. She showed up more, even if she didn't fucking speak. Then her team is honestly badass. Arguably one of the best teams in the series. At least early on, because they have an extra year of experience. And while a lot of people say an extra year doesn't really matter, what the fuck item do you have? Oh, you have Quick Claw. I will tell you, as the machine operator, an extra year goes a pretty long way. Even if it doesn't really... Even if you're not doing much, just an extra year at age like 12 or 13 means a lot. I mean, Electric looks cool. I don't know how much you know about Naruto, Snail. I don't. Because we don't talk about anime between you and me. But 10-10 is a weapons master and the only Chinese character within the entire series. And it's boasted that she has these amazing weapon skills. And they never fucking do anything with it except showing that these weapons are useless in a fight. She can summon weapons. She's a master of dozens of weapons at the age of 13. And yet, somehow, she can't win a fight. The only fight she won was through a stupid gimmick. And it wasn't really that high stakes. Like, the fight wasn't even that high stakes because there was an entire other team taking care of the fucking issue. It was literally just a fight for those individual characters to just not die. Which in the Naruto series isn't that much.
10-10 suffers from the same problem Sakura does, where she gets heavily outshined by her teammates. But the problem that makes 10-10 and Sakura different is that eventually Kishimoto
Obligatorily?
Yes, has to make Sakura better, but he doesn't have to do anything with 10-10.
I forgot, this is the generation before electric types are immune to paralyze. Like, the first fight she lost makes sense, because she was using a lot of throwing and distance weapons against someone who can just knock them out of the air with wind, which is an ability within the anime. Vespa Queen, though, I like her design. I should swap out Zap Slap, but I'm gonna go for that Thunder Shock first. Gust, fuck. Wait, not very effective, I might live. It did 1 damage. Fuck! Wait, do I have something? I have a super potion. I have a max revive. Like, I'm trying to think of a character where this is relevant. I gotta go heal. Before I... God damn it. Look at Totodile. Hon. Look at Totodile. But it would be like if, it'd be like if they filmed Rambo in a dense fog where you couldn't aim, yet everyone else had fucking heat vision goggles or some shit. He can't see, he can't aim guns, he can't kill, but everyone else can hit him. That's a situation where them losing makes 100% sense. Because realistically, they could not win that. With 10-10, that happens every fight with her. There was the second fight within Shippuden where she lost. Do you remember what that is? Oh, she tried to face Kisame.
Shippuden is so vague for me.
Yeah, but she tried... Why is Mighty Anna so cute? I'm going to be saying that a lot. Why is this Pokemon so cute? I love this mod. It adds something a bit fresh to it. Fuck, I'm paralyzed and I'm getting my accuracy lowered. But she tried to face one of the legendary swordsmen. Someone who obviously has more experience than her. Someone who obviously has more experience than her. Has a better overall weapon kit and ability kit. But she honestly should have been able to hold her ground with her teacher being there. Granted, the teacher won, but she at least should have been able to hold her ground and help make openings. That's all she had to do to help out. And they still made her, or they still had her just get her ass kicked to show how strong they were. If they wanted to show how strong someone were, you take out the more experienced person. That's how you do good writing on showing how strong someone is. You don't make a point by beating up a fucking 3-year-old. If I want to write a character that shows how strong they were, they're 30-something years old, and a legend throughout their town, you don't have them wail on the 10-year-old with a fucking pocket knife. If you want to show how strong the 10-year-old is, you have them take out the 30-year-old. It's bad writing on trying to put emphasis on someone's power, which it does make a bit sense why you do that, but you're using the joke of a character to make an example out of their power, which is already a fucking joke. Switch. Why am I putting Totodile out? Because there's no fucking fire types here. And I face a Bronzor again. Alright, Big Pug, let's see if you can win this one. Water gun.
I believe in Big Law.
Like, in Naruto, there's 3 different fighting styles. There's Genjutsu, which is using illusions to try to trick your opponent. Ninjutsu, which is like summoning fire and the other elements as special techniques. And then there's Taijutsu, which is hand-to-hand combat. Tenten specializes in Taijutsu, with their only ninjutsu being just summoning weapons off of scrolls, which anyone can do. Anyone with chakra, or any remote amount of chakra control, can do it. Taijutsu is just made a fucking joke of in the entire series until, well, the series was over and they went into the next series being Boruto. And it's just stupid that this entire thing, this entire series, you have 3 separate characters who are supposed to be masters of Taijutsu, and it's never shown. It's shown over and over again that it's useless, except in these 3 small examples. And it pisses me off. I love the series, but there's so many fucking flaws The biggest being the amount of flashbacks and the amount of filler. I had to find a fucking guide on what episodes were flashback episodes and what episodes were just filler. Dust Skull, hun. Alright, let's see if I can actually get some damage going here. Hun, can you give me a towel or something? I just spilled coffee all over myself. I'm a fucking joke of a character. More so than Tenten or Sakura. Thank you. I'm a mess of a human being. Huh?
If you like that.
Yeah. Is there any other character you wish got more screen time, or just... Oh, fuck. Wait, I remembered one of the biggest issues of Tenten. The amount of screen time she gets.
None.
There is a character, like the big bad evil guy, or big bad evil woman, at the end of the series, where she gets more screen time than Tenten. Someone who's introduced in the first season. Their very first season. The final boss is in maybe 6 episodes. And in those 6 episodes, she gets more screen time than Tenten. Out of 500, over 500 fucking chapters, 500 something episodes, this person that's in one small fight, one relative small fight, gets more screen time. There's jokes that these filler characters that have one line in the series has more screen time than Tenten. Which is tragic because I love Tenten. I do. I love her design. And who knows, if she just had more fucking screen time, she probably would have been one of my favorite characters in the entire series. But there's no character growth. There can't be character growth if you don't have fucking screen time. Her entire role is, hey, I'm here too. Kinda. Hey, look, I brought a gift. Hey, look, I have a fucking sickle. That's all she is in the series, and it's tragic. It really is. Fucking Zabuza gets more screen time than her. And he's only in a single arc. Then 2 more episodes after that arc. Fucking LD said that Haku's death had more screen time.
It did.
His corpse had more screen time than Tenten. Which sucks. This is going to be an interesting thing because... Random. And that's odd. Alright, well, this is going to be an easy kill. Maybe. Overall in this series, it's a good series if you know what episodes to skip. Because the fillers do tend to suck. There's, only 2 or 3 good filler arcs out of over 20 filler arcs that are good. One of them being the Itachi arc. Which Itachi is a fan favorite character. Another one being the Bug arc, which was still a fucking joke of an arc, but it showed character development for one of my favorite characters in the entire series, which I love. Hinata deserved every bit of screen time she got. Although it's a bit iffy because there's a lot of controversy around that arc. Because although it's a silhouette, they technically show a 12 or 13-year-old naked. Technically, it's a lot of controversy because they don't show anything except a silhouette. But at the same time, you know exactly who the fuck it is. And, you know, me being around that age when I first watched it, I didn't see what the fucking issue was. Because, Naruto came out in America in well, that episode aired around 2007, so I would have been around 13. So obviously, I didn't see the issue back then. But yeah. Overall, the arc was good. They could have omitted that scene because they set it up for, a joke. And it was a bit... It was a bit of a, foreshadowing that these two characters are going to end up together. But they could have done it differently. They could have done it way differently. And that whole age thing is an issue too, because I grew up in the age where more quote-unquote mature anime was starting to come out. I love the series To Love Ru because I was of that age seeing these characters practically naked. I was going through middle school and high school seeing this stuff, and I didn't see an issue with it. Nowadays, I look back and think, there's issues with it, but at the same time, there's a big cultural difference going from the US to Japan. Things that are permissible there are not permissible here. Alright, Pog, level up. And this is why you and I need to start doing, Versus series where we're actually talking back and forth. Because there's so much shit we could talk about. Holy shit, Big Pog got 2 levels from that, for beating a Happening.
Go Big Pog.
Oh, you got 2.5 levels, hon.
Big Pog.
What?
If you catch a frog Pokemon of any sort, please name it Peepo.
Why can't I name it Froggers?
Because Peepo. Technically, I'm in the chat, and that's my request.
Oh, and Snail, if I catch a Pokemon, I give my audience a chance to name each one. So, Nymphias has put her request in that if I catch a frog Pokemon of any kind, I name it Peepo. They really nerfed Rage in this edition. Apparently I can mute the sound by hitting Alt. That's weird. Alright, let's go heal up. I know I don't really need to, but I want Big Pog to get experience. I need to get Plate to get experience too, but I'm going to swap them out as soon as I get a better Pokemon. Because Bronzong is good, just not good enough for me to justify having it the entire series. Unfortunately, I also pretty much have my full team for the end of the game right here. I have a fucking Legendary, I have a Dragonair, which is a second stage evolution, and I have a fully evolved Pokemon who's going to get massive stat boosts because it's evolved way under its normal level. And there's a lot of fucking issues in anime that I watched. And a lot of the anime and manga I loved growing up had the issue of, we don't have enough content to make a full season of anime, so we're gonna make our own shit up. Starting with Full Metal Alchemist. The first series did not follow the fucking manga at all!
Well, it did to a certain point.
And that point was what?
Like
Yeah, like 3 episodes in, and they made like 4 seasons of it.
I watched it once, and not all the way through, just passively on Adult Swim.
Yeah, it's... Oh, fuck, it's a bug type. Stun Spore, damn it! Then we have... 2 of my favorite series that I got into being To Love Ru and Rosario Vampire. Both of their first... You know what? The entirety of the Rosario Vampire anime sucks. Because they don't follow the manga at all. They did for a good chunk, but they took out so many chapters in between these, like, introductory episodes where it made it kind of pointless. Hey, Sean! Why did I use rap? I should have used Twister. You missed the talk about what fucking issues Naruto has, Sean. Specifically, character issues. The anime sucked when you compare it to the manga. The anime of Rosario Vampire sucked when you compare it to the manga. Because there's no character development in the entirety of the fucking anime. It's all fucking basic bitch, ecchi anime jokes. And it's not fun. You're still wrapped, you're gonna take a little bit of damage. Let's see if that knocks you out. Oh, I love Shed Skin. And then, honestly, if you're gonna bother with Rosario, watch the fuck or read the manga, because the anime is a fucking joke. It had some cool moments, it did, but overall, it was a joke. Aww. Look, Zubet's crying.
Aw, baby.
Haruhi Suzumiya. Thoughts?
Thoughts on Haruhi Suzumiya?
You watched it, I didn't. Well, I watched the first, like, 6 episodes. I need to read the manga, so I'll put that on my list.
This is only my experience because I tried to watch it in the 2007 era of you could only watch anime on YouTube.
In 3 parts at, like, 2 pixels.
It's already confusing to watch because it's about time travel and shit. And, so, if I remember correctly, there's episodes that you're supposed to watch in a certain order. But I couldn't do that because I was trying to watch it through fucking YouTube. However, it is good and I do like it.
Alright. So I know I needed to read it for a while, but never had the chance to. I'm gonna swap out to Zap Slap.
It's basically, so like...
I know the basic premise of it. I know the basic premise of it. I know a lot of the big spoilers, but...
Yeah, basically, Haruhi's a god, and every time she doesn't vibe with something, she's like, snap, redo it, and the main characters are trying to get her to, like, stop doing that.
Yeah. Hey, you're killing everyone. Fucking stop. Psyduck. I'm gonna keep... Wait. There's just... There's just... They need to stop. Yo, she's talking too.
I can't read it.
Then
I'm blind.
you can also join the chat on the phone.
I'll finish reading this and then I'll hop in there. But what did she say for now?
She loves Haruhi and Kyon is her hero. I can't remember names at all.
Oh.
I think I know who it is, but I'm just bad with names.
My favorite are Mikado and Yuki.
Mikuru and Yuki are favorites for Nympheus, if anyone didn't hear, because she's talking a little bit soft. But after she finishes reading this, chapter? She said she'll join the chat. In about an hour, I'm going to have to do a quick pause, throw up a stream in the background, and mute it. Because, well, I'm trying to get some free shit. Alright, so that's that. Fuck, I need someone that can learn Rock Smash. Plate, you're gonna learn Rock Smash. Fuck, I need 2 HM slaves in this, don't I? Yes, you do. By the way, the reason why I capture the chat box is that way you can see when I'm getting your notifications, because it's kind of confusing because there's a 15 or so second delay, just because it's simpler for me to do that and easier on my PC since it's not naturally intended to be a streaming PC. But we need to just stop making anime where the making anime past where the fucking manga is. Hey man, take your time. I think my next stream is going to be Kerbals or something. And then, and yes, I do use OBS. Yes, but you would make the fucking fans a shit ton happier if you just waited half a fucking month or so to finish up a goddamn arc. The reason why Rosario failed in my eyes is that they wrapped up the first season literally 2 months before the, or they started airing this season 2 months before the chapter they needed aired, or came out. Like, with Rosario, it would have been so much better if they just waited that 2 months, aired the anime as the manga was going, or as the manga, like, did that episode, and it would have been a shit ton better. The anime itself makes zero sense if you're watching it from season to season to season, because in the first fucking one, they say that the school closes down because of this, that, and the other. These horrible controversies have occurred, and they can't open the school back up, so it's closed. Everyone somehow fucking graduated after 1 year. It doesn't make sense, because the next fucking season, they're back as second years. Where is the logic? Hypno. Wait, someone just asked for a Hypno.
Do you remember what they wanted? Was it something worth?
I don't know if they wanted a Hypno or they were giving a Hypno. Hell, they fucked, with Tilabru, they fucked up the first season hardcore, and it didn't make sense how they ended it, because they said that they wanted to continue the series in anime, but they fixed that with, what they call it, Darkness? Tilabru Darkness was yeah. Darkness actually followed the manga, which was actually pretty fucking good. There's a lot of fan service, but it's fan service that's within the manga itself. Ah, fuck, I was supposed to name it. Fuck. Shit.
Gotta wait for that name raider, baby.
Wait, Sean, do you know where the name raider is in Platiunum? Yeah, Dragon Ball was never really my thing. Maybe I could get into it now. I don't know. But if they just waited the whatever long they needed. Like, Eterna City, so the next city I go to. Awesome. Alright, you are the one that... Do you have a Kabutops? They want to trade for a fucking Hypno. They want a Kabutops for a Hypno. Alright, so... If anyone wants to try to pick a name for that big-nosed fucker... I know the order to watch it in. And... One issue I've had with the Dragon Ball series is that I was always a comic book fan beforehand, and I saw that with the American anime, they were just trying to copy Superman the entire fucking time, which made it just not fun for me. If I wanted Superman, I'm gonna go watch Superman. This was like in the fucking 90s, early 2000s, where the Superman shows were still airing, and Togepi is so little! Holy fuck! Han, look how little Togepi is!
What a baby.
Time to die!
No!
Hey, if it survives this, I will try to catch it. It's using metronome. It's using present. Sherman. Then again... Alright, bag. Pokeball. I have 8 balls. I also know to avoid, the fucking series where they turned Goku back into a kid. Because that's all bullshit, from what I know. Alright, names for Togepi, people. Names for Togepi.
Well, it's not part fairy in this gen.
Yeah, you still had 2 gens for that.
Omelet.
Omelet?
Because he's an egg.
Omelette du fromage.
His favorite fromage.
Fromage?
Yeah. All caps. Fromage.
Or should I do lowercase?
No, I like the intensity of the all caps.
We will name Hypno Sherman once we get to Eterna City. It's only normal type in this, right?
Yes. Until it evolves. And then it's normal flying.
Alright. Alright, what fucking item does this Hypno have? Item take. Sharp beak. Why the fuck do you have a sharp... Oh wait, randomized items, right?
Could be yourself.
Okay. Alright, later, Snail.
Bye.
Persian! Oh, Persian's about to get shit stomped.
Go big paw.
Big Pog! the fuck did you survive? It's weird. Sometimes I lose audio in this. Ooh, Crawdaunt looks cool.
I love that.
Just for the design, I'd be considering swapping out Big Pog for Crawdaunt. I hear the Shenron arc is pretty fun. It's a bit weird and like a huge retcon for Super Saiyan 4. Especially because apparently you go Golden Magic Monkey in it. And yes, I'm making a reference to Naruto Abridged. Sue me. Not really, please don't. I support Team 4-Star and everything that they do, even if I don't watch all of their content.
Naruto Abridged isn't Team 4-Star.
I thought it was!
No.
What is it then?
Vegeta something and Masako X.
I thought they were part of Team 4-Star.
I don't think so.
It's... The fucking series started back when I was in 8th grade, so... I don't know. I don't know who does what anymore. I know 2 Abridged series and that's it. Okay. You gonna hop into the chat?
I'm already in it. Go ahead.
Oh.
I'm sorry, take that back. You're not a forehead for not knowing.
Fucking Looker. Fuck off. Here.
You don't like Looker?
It's just... He'd be better if he wasn't... A lot of this shit just doesn't add to the story. Like, it's cool that he's trying to investigate Team Galactic, but if they really wanted to make him important, they would have put him in the first part, or in the first games. I get it, it's part of, like, the... Like, I get it's part of the, whole... Like... improvement system that they do with third games, but at the same time it's just he doesn't really add anything. Oh.
He adds a little flavor. A little spice. Yeah, get in there, Fromage. Yeah.
You know what? Plate is gonna be a fucking tank, so... Let's swap out Plate. Put him up front. What I need is the experience share. Which sucks, because it's randomized.
And if it's given to you by an NPC, it won't be randomized. Wait. I don't know.
Oh, I gotta beat the second gym to make him useful. That's actually pretty cool. You know, if they wanted to retcon the megas, the alternate universe thing would have been pretty cool to use, but just continue like all the remakes with megas, you know? Like going to like Let's Go Pikachu and that, you could have had that be the like the universe with megas, then go into the Platinum, or the Gen 4 remakes, Gen 5 remakes, just all with megas and shit. That would have been a legitimately cool reason to do that. Keep the megas in this.
Sheldon looks cuter than I would have expected.
Fuck. Okay, Plate, you're gonna get withdrawn. We're gonna throw in Big Titty Golf GF. Wait, this is... She has a Togetic.
Wild.
I was confused for a second. I was like, wait, I thought I named you. Then I realized it's Togetic and not Togepi. Is Ominous... Slowbro is still water type, I believe. Is it base water or is it water psychic at this point?
Obviously.
Super effective. Fuck, man. What? We had a shit ton of shit to say. Oh, about, Tamari. How Tamari's fucking Tamari and Konkoro got ripped off because their entire gimmick is, hey, we're Gaara's family.
Yeah.
Konkoro gets shit stomped every fucking fight he's in. Which is tragic. Because he's, at this point, the only fucking person who knows how to use ninja puppets. Because everyone else is fucking dead. I'm... Ooh. I started watching Boruto, didn't get far into it. I'm gonna trust your judgment on what I want.
Probably Kelso.
Yeah. Take my wallet if you need it.
Okay.
I plan on watching Boruto just once I have more time. I'm probably gonna... All of Naruto and Boruto's on Crunchyroll, right? Because I have Crunchyroll. So maybe I'll throw that up. Once I get my second screen, I'll start throwing that up on the second screen while I'm doing something like Pixelmon. What I want from the entire Naruto series is to put more emphasis into taijutsu and weapon fighting. Because the only person that's good with weapons is Sasuke. Yet we have someone who's mastered more weapons than Sasuke at the age of 13, being Tenten, who is criminally underrated and not given any meaningful screen time. Tenten has lost every single fucking fight that was actually of any risk. They have dub on there too. Crunchyroll has both. Alright. At 5 o'clock, I need to throw up the Warframe stream because I'm trying to get some free stuff. Yeah, the fight was cool, but once again, it's kind of bullshit how she won. It's bullshit how she won, because it's like, we just gotta be better than we were today. Which is physically impossible, because the day is still going on. They're exhausted at this point. There's no way they can win. It's like, the entire arc was made to be bullshit. Hello! Hello! Plate, you gotta take it down! But like, Tenten is underrated because her entire gimmick is to show that she's less powerful than Lee and Neji. Which is really just shit, man. End of the series. The only you might have been talking about a filler episode because I don't remember that. Yeah, I skipped the entire, I skipped all the fillers. Because I didn't want to add 3 extra months to my watch time just to fucking watch all the fillers. Alright, there's an item there. I'm going to go get it. Magnum. Actually, I'm going to give that immediately to, Zap Slap. Item, give. And just, there's so much with that series that is criminal to these characters that they put high praises on way early on. Like, Sakura is made a joke because she's told that she has this amazing, amazing, amazing chakra control, and yet she just doesn't get anything useful to use with it until after the first season. Until it actually fucking matters, because by the time Naruto ends and Shippuden begins, everyone already hates her. She's a fucking joke of a character because they waited too long. Hinata was always mixed because they showed that she has fight in her. They show that she has potential. They show that she is trying to grow and become better. And yet people don't like her because of just little nitpicky reasons. Sakura she's fucking useless. She's supposed to be part of a legendary team, and yet she's just there. She was supposed to theoretically take Tsunade's place, yet she doesn't do jack shit to compare to Tsunade. She gets one decent hit in the entirety of the fucking Kaguya fight, and it really doesn't fucking matter.
I couldn't find the minis, so I'm gonna work on my phone. You know who else is worthless?
Oh.
Shizune.
Shizune is also...
Hinata's best girl.
Oh, you're talking about... That's... The Infinite Tsukiyomi is supposed to be tied into Road to Ninja, isn't it?
If not that one, then one of the other late movies.
I know Road to Ninja was supposed to be pretty cool, and while Ten's a klutz, she's still very useful, which is tragic. Why is she only ever useful in non-canon situations? Hinata is always going to be my best girl. She is always going to be number 1 top tier best girl. Ninjas looks kind of cool. It's bug type, so that's actually going to be... That's a bad matchup for Plate. Fromage!
I have some popular opinion, but Ninjask is one of my top 5 favorite bug types.
Ninjask is a cool bug type. It is. I wish Shedinja was a little bit better, but what can you say? They had to make Shedinja balanced, and having more than 1 HP on having more than 1 HP for Wonder Guard is kind of bullshit. Because there's honestly a fairly large chance that you don't have anything super effective against it. So you gotta use something like Sandstorm. Or Blizzard. Or not Blizzard, Hail. Bless you. But also, let's go back to Shizune for a second. Shizune is also criminally treated wrong. Because she's supposed to be a balanced to... but Shizune was supposed to be a balance or counterpoint to Tsunade. Which I get is going to be very, very, very hard to do because she's one of the legendary Sannin. But at the same time, you could have made her more useful than just, I can use one jutsu kind of well. She's supposed to be the voice of reason and a balance point for Tsunade, which she fails to be. Which is honestly pretty unfortunate. I should buy some more Pokeballs, don't I? Or shouldn't I? Oh, she left. We've been live for about an hour. Alright. It's amazing how little you actually get done in Pokemon in the course of 3 hours. 3 hours in, I'm not even at the second gym. We are going to be teaming up with one of my favorite characters within the game, though. I love the team-up characters. Lava Fett looks cute. I do agree with Kakashi being the Hokage because it's the fact that he's extremely powerful, somewhat important step down, and it was just kind of fun because you saw how much he fucking hated being in that position. He just wants to read his porn. That's all he wanted. Alright, I'm gonna go with Danger Nude. Plate can't be swapped out. Fuck! Shadow Tag. Alright, let's do Confusion. Let's hope it doesn't have Wonder Guard. It's confused. Awesome. Awesome. Then, shit. Let's just keep going. Ah, shit, the concert was canceled. Fuck. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to be putting up the Neo 2 stream for the DLC. Because I want to play through it, but I also want to try to put more content out. Because I promised myself I'd do a shit ton of content while I was off, and I didn't have the fucking time to.
My dad says he stole O2 for dinner last night, so I'm just excited.
Dinner for last what?
Because you brought him Canada.
Oh yeah. All right. So it's not costing me anything. Okay. Lava Fit's actually kind of cute.
Yeah.
But they had so many chances to make medical ninjas badasses because the idea of fighting someone who knows about your entire anatomy, having the chakra control to heal you or just know what the fuck you up with, would be pretty cool. Kabuto was a decent example of how to do that, but even then he got beat by someone 3 years younger than him. He was a failure of the fucking class for multiple years. Metapod. Oh, shy baby. And Kabuto he had a lot of potential too, just not enough for me to really give a fuck about him. Oh, am I... No, it says I'm not dropping frames or anything. I just don't know how to fix the sound issue. It could just be an issue with the ROM. What if I use Confusion? Does it have shit special? It has shit special. There's so much in Naruto that could be improved. There really is. And I would love to see it get improved. But that ain't gonna happen. Toxic Orb is a good one. Put it on something with guts. Weeping Bell. Why is Weeping Bell... Why are all these... Oh, it's because I have the normal latency on. It's 15-second latency. There's not much I can do unless I start dropping frames. So it's really not your fault, it's the fact that I'm trying to keep it at a safe level for my computer. I'm entering a few contests to make, to get a better computer. I have plans if I get it. Tail Glow, what the fuck?
It's a pretty good move.
Except only 2 Pokemon can learn it.
No.
Illumise and, the other one.
I think Emperor's can learn it.
Dugong! Dugong Gong!
Dong, 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 dong.
If you don't sing the Dugtrio song when you see them, you're banned in chat. Trio, trio, trio. Icy Wind. This is actually a pretty good place to level up.
If you see Electabuzz, do his noise.
Electabuzz is such a fucking joke when it comes to his voice.
Love it.
All my friends are fucking playing Warframe now. 20 minutes until the fucking right stream comes up. By the way, they actually say that in Pixelmon.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I will check that on my phone. Yeah, I'm on window capture, but at the same time, don't want to risk it, you know? Because there's NSFW chats on my phone. Or in my Discord. Ah! Naruto getting ball tapped by his own daughter. Just...
If you want another sign about how Kishimoto is not the best writer, just remember that he intended to give Boruto the Byakugan and just forgot. Everyone asked him in an interview, he's like, so why does Himawari have it and not Boruto? And he was just like, I forgot. Please.
If I remember, his writing style includes, he doesn't like taking notes. So that's a big issue. And he'll write the outlines for all these chapters, like 10 or so chapters in a single day.
I promise you, as a writer myself,
Right on!
if you get an idea
Ooh.
and you don't make a note, you will forget, no matter how much you tell yourself you're not going to forget.
Which is why I tell you every time you're going to forget. It's because she doesn't fucking speak loud.
I have a quiet voice, I'm sorry.
And I have to turn up the mic, but you're going to hear the fans more and more if I keep turning it up.
I have to be like right next to the mic, and I don't want to.
It's super effective. Wait, that's because Plate has shit physical attack. Big Pog!
Me trying to talk louder makes me feel like I'm shouting.
Sometimes you gotta shout.
I feel like I'm shouting.
Dude, she's maybe 2 feet from the mic. Not much different than me. Which is actually tragic.
I'm so close to it.
She has baby voice, but I am planning on getting a proper game chair soon. That way she can actually kind of sit next to me during these sessions. In the future. I plan on getting a game chair this weekend. Well, not this weekend, but next weekend because I get paid next Friday.
Here,
Infernape.
let me try this. Fuck.
Infernape. Why'd they do you like that?
I moved as much closer as I possibly could. I'm the same distance away from it as you. I'm just quiet.
Yeah.
I'm a quiet
I
person.
also had that big booming voice. I was in choir, so I had to get used to projecting my voice.
I was also in choir, but
You were. It's because you were an alto. Altos don't know how to put their voice out there.
I was in choir, but not any like main roles because I was too shy and quiet. So I was kind of just like background support.
Ooh, big level.
Big Pog.
Bite, yes.
Yes. Do you know what would be great?
If you give me a hug.
I'll give you one later. Because I don't think it's for alligators' hidden ability. If it is, I can be corrected.
Give
But
it
since-
strong jaw.
Yes, because it learns so many biting moves. It'd be great.
Yeah, giving for alligator strong jaw would be fucking awesome.
But I don't know if it has that as a hidden ability or not, because I don't remember most Pokemon's hidden abilities.
If I promise you, Sean would know if anyone out of us.
The only starter Pokemon that I remember their hidden ability is Chestnut.
Superior for me because it has contradict.
Chestnut's is bulletproof, I believe. Watch me be wrong after saying that's the only one I remember.
Look it
Tell
up.
me something.
Cricketot. Oh, we can't.
Whoop. That's the best I can do it.
Hey man, it's better than I can do right now. I kind of want to get more coffee, but at the same time, it's kind of warm today, so I don't want to. Holy shit! Fire spin. Trapped in fire spin. Take more damage. Fuck you. Oh fuck! That's charm.
I feel like the only person on this earth whose favorite Gen 6 starter is Chestnut.
The issue is that I love Chestnut.
Or not Chestnut.
Chespin.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love Chestnut.
For alligators, hidden ability is sheer power. Or sheer force.
I was right, Chestnut's hidden ability is bulletproof. I did remember it.
But it would be nice if for alligator's ability was strong jaw because of all the bite moves.
I would love it if it's a strong jaw.
Or it'd be awesome if they did that as a like a special event, like a mystery gift.
Yeah.
Fromage's attack missed.
Come on, Fromage.
To be fair, Cricketot ain't doing shit either. And all it has is Metronome. Giga Drain! Wait, that's a grass move.
That did nothing.
Metronome. Close combat. God damn it, stop using not very effective moves.
At least they're strong, not very effective moves. But even though they're strong ones, they're still not doing shit.
Abide did that because of how little damage I did.
Go
Revenge.
Fromage. Go Fromage.
Enough! Fromage! Fire! Flying! Something! Ice! Twin Needle.
That's better.
No, it's poison.
It's still better than the other options that came up so far because it had the potential.
All
to
Cricketot
poison.
has is Bide.
Even at level 10.
Giga Impact.
Ooh, so close.
It used Bide. You forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah!
Plate? Maybe? Come on, Plate. Kill it.
You can do it.
Tackle. Oh. Fromage juice explosion. Floatzel.
It's time for Zap Slap.
Come on, Zap Slap. Zap Slap be clapping them cheeks. That's actually really fucking cute.
Look at her.
Almost looks like she's trying to be Naruto because of the little whiskers.
Yeah.
Naruto's hidden ability. Cosplay. Well, technically, his sexy jutsu is just cosplay.
Bringing back to Kishimoto for a second, I like how he remembered to put whiskers on Boruto, but not the Byakugan.
He put it on both of his kids.
The whiskers are clearly more important.
You know what's stupid? Is that there was a point where he said that those weren't whiskers, those were scars. Scars from what? And then he was like, oh god, he's singing the fucking clap, the slap and clap song from Jimmy Neutron.
What's his fucking name?
Bolby.
Bolby?
Yeah.
Slap, clap, clap, clap. Slap, slap, slap. Clap, clap, clap.
I'm about to slap those cheeks.
No.
Reggie Gygas and Zatu.
Have fun.
Yeah, slow start, so...
Yeah, if you don't kill it before it's over, it's gonna fucking run house.
Thunderwave.
The strats.
Honestly, slow start shouldn't have his stats. It should double it after it's over, because then it'd be more worth it to use him. It's like slacking.
Yeah.
He is so cool, but the biggest issue there is that it's every other... he has amazing strength. He can wipe a fucking team, but it's every other turn.
Yeah.
Reggie Gygas pretty much has the same ability, in theory, but he's a legendary, so it should be doubling his power rather than just cutting it in half for those 5 turns. Alright, he's almost down. Twister! Gygas is down, and a crit.
But, playing, like, a hack, or just, like, a version with random abilities, and you face a slacking that doesn't have his abilities, is fucking terrifying.
Oh, you could do that.
I know. I've been playing Pokemon on ROMs and etc. far longer than you have.
Watch him get Wonder Guard.
That'd be terrifying too.
Oh, no. Watch him get Guts.
Once I had a cheated Pokemon. Someone gave it to me. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was like Jirachi. And then you changed the ability to Wonder Guard. And I was like, oh, cool.
Fucking hell. Wait, I can catch this.
Get your... Well, I wanted to say your son, but this is Moemon, so... Can you name it Wukong anyways?
Well, here's the things that... in this household, we support the trans community.
Well, I know, but...
We also support cross-dressers who are not RuPaul. Okay. I'm actually gonna catch this because I think I actually need a fire type. And a level 10 Infernape is stupid with its stats.
That's one of the only things I hate about this gen is the lack of fire types. If you didn't pick Chimchar, your only option was like what, Ponyta?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Yeah, you
not
could get
fair.
Ponyta early on, but you only get like 2 or 3 fire types until after you beat the game.
Like, can I have an option besides Ponyta?
Infernape! Alright. So the suggestion of Wukong has been thrown out there.
Yes.
And you know one of the favorite things I like about Infernape is that his move pool covers a lot of his weaknesses. Is it capital K or lowercase k?
Lowercase, I think. I could be wrong, but
Well, if we're talking Sun Wukong from Ruby, it's lowercase.
I'm not.
So that's going to be my excuse if it's wrong. Alright, we're in Floroma Town. It is very close to 5. Goku's already based off of Sun Wukong.
In this house, we don't stand Goku.
There's so many issues with Goku.
I'm sorry.
There's so many issues with the Dragon Ball series in general,
I'm
but
sorry because my best friend loves Dragon Ball. So, if you ever watch this, I'm sorry, Chotty. Goku
I'm not.
Sucks.
I'm not sorry. Who should I take out?
Probably
Fromage is Fromage is only good until or after it levels up. Metronome is super fun, but by the way, he sent me the slap clap song.
Cool. Love that.
It's in the Discord.
Slap, 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 clap, clap.
Vegeta is honestly the best fucking dad in the fucking series. Because, you know, he's actually there for his family. Then again, I don't know who'd be quicker to murder someone over picking on Trunks. Either him or Bulma. Both of them would straight up murder someone. Goku is the shittiest dad in anime history. We already have a water type. Where are your legs? Plate? Look, I know why it doesn't have legs, but
The only Dragon Ball character I care about is Majin Buu. No one else matters.
Majin Buu is precious. I will never deny that.
Majin Buu superiority.
Aw, that's actually pretty cute. And you know, the biggest gripe I have with the Dragon Ball series is the sheer fact that Gohan was supposed to be the promised child. It was never supposed to be Goku. And after the fucking Cell arc, Gohan becomes a fucking joke.
Goku said, "My city now."
Like, I get that Gohan wanted to protect people and be a good symbol, but he could just, you know, be himself. He didn't have to put on a mask and some stupid shit, act like a goddamn fool to just... He didn't have to make himself a fucking tool to fulfill his dream. I gotta go down to the power plant. Huh.
Probably, you don't have to anytime soon, but at some point,
Alright.
unless you end up playing on a Friday, you should change your game time to Friday to see what Driftwood became.
Alright, I'm going to blind everyone for a quick second, because I do have to go to Twitch and throw up a stream. That way I can get free shit. Settings, quality, 1060. Okay. Let's go back. And we are okay. Save, save. Also, I love how there's just children fighting Boo. in the fucking series. They're just getting their shit kicked in. Because, the two people who are actually supposed to be winning these fights are a fucking joke in that arc. What?
This picture on my timeline.
A big issue that people have... Fanpy! A big issue people have with early Vegeta is the fact that he turns his neck and it snaps just because it's a fucking twig.
What?
Look at his neck in that picture. It looks like someone put a stick on a watermelon. Fuck. And then, in the later arcs, he actually has, muscle going up to his neck.
It's good neck day.
I'll kick your ass. I don't give a fuck. God damn it. Everyone is playing, except me. Alright, so the plan is we're going to clear the, this place, the fucking wind farm.
Yeah.
Or Windworks.
Yeah.
And then we're going to drop this and go over to Neo 2. Because I promised the wife that we'd play some Neo 2 before we, before I stop and go to play D&D for the night. At which point I might be a bit drunk. So I'm pretty much going to be on a hot bike the entire day.
Excuse me. Hope the mic didn't pick that up, but if it did, you're welcome.
Who cares? Everyone
I care.
burps. Everyone burps. I can't. The fucking door is locked. Alright. Wukong got his ass kicked for a moment. You know, another criminally underrated anime?
What?
Zatch Bell.
Dice was just talking about that.
Zatch Bell was a good anime. It had a lot of silly moments, but it was still fun.
I had Zatch Bell trading cards. I also had Inuyasha trading cards. I don't even think those games had TCG, but they made cards. I mean shows.
It's because it was a popular manga, but the anime didn't get a lot of views because of the time slot they put it on. Wow, Tangle Growth. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna have to start getting a nut button.
Is she the trainer's Pokemon?
Yeah. She looks... But Zatch Bell was still a fucking fun anime. It was fun. And that's the important thing, is that shows are supposed to be enjoyable and fun. We actually had this talk about, or regarding video games last night with Snail, where if you don't like a game, you don't like what you have to do to lead up to that game, the game's not for you. Doing simple games like Pokemon is a bit complicated, but you learn things pretty easily by doing it. It kind of holds your hand walking through it. But stuff like Left 4 Dead 2 is such a simple game to pick up. Not everyone could do FPS, which I understand.
Me.
Yeah, that's why I kind of gestured to you. Not everyone could do FPS. Not everyone could do first person at all.
Me.
But it's just... Simple games are just so hard to find now. We got games like Ark. We got games like Minecraft where, although it's simple gameplay, it's complicated to get everything you want.
I have a question.
Yes?
For everyone that doesn't get motion sick from first-person games, how does it feel to be God's favorite?
Pretty good.
Because it's not me.
Fair. The only thing that sucks is that Moonkong is not going to learn any fucking moves.
I'm so fucking sad that Ghostwire Tokyo is first person. Because I was so looking forward to it. And then the gameplay reveal showed that it was first person, and all my hopes instantly faded away.
And honestly, we have also a big thing that came up during the conversation is that we need more tutorials in games that are completely optional. Or, because, like, Snail doesn't, or never grew up playing games. She went immediately to PC gaming. One of her first games that she got into was Warframe, which is very, very, very... It has a high learning curve. She didn't even know how to move, because there was no instruction on how to move, only instruction on how to fire, on how to swap your weapons, how to crouch. She didn't know the traditional WASD movement, which we need to make a game more welcoming, I believe is the right word. To bring more people in, you have to make it as if nobody knows about your game. You have to know or assume that nobody has ever played a game like this. Put it up on the side, something that doesn't break up your gameplay. Like, put it up on the side of the screen so... So, like, right here, you could have something right there saying WASD to move, mouse to look. Just simple shit, you know? We did things like that back in the age of, like, the Xbox 360, when it comes to, like, Halo 3, Reach, simple things. Now we don't anymore.
I love when games have the option to have tips on or off, because when I'm first playing a game, I do want the tips, but then once I'm halfway through the game and I know how to do everything and it keeps telling me, then I get annoyed. So I like when I'm able to turn it on and off.
But not everyone knows, like, Snail barely even knew how to pause a game. We're talking about we need to assume people know nothing about this game, and in these open world games like Ark, make a small, let's say a square mile map, 1 square mile map, where it walks you through everything like the Minecraft tutorial worlds used to do. They tell you, hit this button to bring up your UI. You can remap your controls through this. Make it comfortable for you. We need more games that help people learn rather than assume you know. I'm going to blind you guys again for just a moment. I want to make sure that I'm getting my points in that. Looks like I am. Welcome back. I should hotkey that, but I want to get the stream deck before I do the hotkeys. Right now, scroll lock is my stream start, stream stop. Which I think is a good button to use because I never fucking hit it. Like, I'm talking about in these open world games like Ark, Minecraft, Rust, having like a small optional map where you can just choose to completely ignore, like have a screen where it walks you through a tutorial. Having game tips is always super cool, but yes, it would be awesome to have something like that. Having the option of just, hey, do you know how to play this game? Like, the only reason why I knew anything at all about PC gaming, because I was always a console gamer. I preferred console gaming for the longest time, because it was the most accessible to me. The only reason I knew about PC gaming and that was because of watching, like, Achievement Hunter. Watching other gamers play these games. That's the only way I knew it. Then my biggest introduction to PC gaming was Gmod, which is already pretty complicated because there's so many different game modes in it. Pokemon is such a good game to start in gaming because it teaches you the very basics.
Snail should play Pokemon.
She doesn't. I might have to bring that up to her, but I'm not sure if she'd like it because she only plays on PC, and the buttons are different.
That's fine.
Like, I could easily teach her, and this really requires just your keyboard.
Yeah, you don't have to use a controller or anything. Just.
And if you're doing a Game Boy Advance rather than a DS one, you don't even need your mouse.
Yeah.
Technically, you don't need your mouse in this either.
Yeah.
Well, save for one part where it's teaching you about the Pokétch. Arceus!
Hello.
Arceus looks like she's about to step on me. She has that smug look. Gravity don't matter for me, homie. Ember. I wish I had Fire Punch. Cosmic Power. That boosts all stats? Nope, just defenses.
The only thing, my biggest complaint about Pokemon is when they make optional parts of the story, optional, things you can do mandatory for a part of the story. So, you have to do the contest right now to move on. You have to do the musical right now to move on. You have to make the movie right now to move on. It's it was fun the first time I played it, but replaying the game, I don't want to do it.
What's a good example? Even some, I'm trying to think of, other games. Mach Punch, yes.
Here's one example from another game for me. In Final Fantasy IX, when they make you play the card game as part of the story.
I thought you were going to say, Blitzball.
I hate that too. Unpopular opinion, I fucking hate Blitzball. Final Fantasy
You gotta
X.
speak up a little.
Final Fantasy X is probably my favorite Final Fantasy game, but I fucking hate Blitzball. And I hate that the story makes me play it. But yeah,
Mach Punch.
In Final Fantasy IX, when I was playing it for the first time a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, there's a card game like an 8, but I don't really want to play it. I'm not interested. I kind of just want to go through the story. And maybe when I replay it, I'll take a crack at the card game. And then, 2/3 through the game, it was like, by the way, you have to do the card tournament to progress. And I was like, why?
Alright, I'm gonna put plate in front. Just so it starts getting levels, because now Wukong is the highest level. But what do I expect from a level 15 starter that's fully evolved? Fuck that purple-haired bastard.
Also, I hate driving segments. I like games where you can casually drive, but I hate, in Resident Evil and stuff, or in Yakuza, when you're in the
Vaporeon.
car and they make you fight enemies while you're driving. Pisses me off and I hate it.
You would absolutely hate, I know you already don't like Call of Duty because it's first person but you would hate the driving segment in World War II. I kind of want to pull it up somewhere just so you could see how fucked it is. But
when there's vehicles in a game, I prefer to drive leisurely and not have
here's the thing.
In-vehicle boss fights.
It's not third person, so you're in the driving seat. You are stuck at a low angle so you can't really see the road, and your best hint is the guy next to you telling that there's a turn coming up.
One of the reasons it pisses me off is because, listen, I love JRPGs. I play them all the time, my preferred genre. But when you add a driving segment...
I forgot, Vaporeon has a shit ton of health.
Here's
Cacnea!
a good example. Final Fantasy...
Oh,
Aw, cute. Final Fantasy VII Remake. You have to do a motorcycle boss driving segment right after fighting a very hard boss that took me over an hour to beat without dying. I never died during that fight. It was just like a long hour grind. And then I get to the driving segment on the motorcycle, and I die constantly. And I'm like, how can I beat one of the hardest in-game bosses? No problem. But this motorcycle boss is giving me fucking grief. I hate driving segments.
Wanna know something fucked up? Someone completed Kingdom Hearts 2 on Proud Mode, 0 exploits, so actually going through the story as it wants you to, in 6 hours.
Oh, I could not imagine.
The last fight, on Proud Mode, usually takes people about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So they beat it in 6. I know technically they were leveled up to like level 100, but even then, 6 hours is unbelievable.
Yeah. I feel like in 6 hours of game time on Proud Mode, I'd be in like the first world after the default.
Why are you not moving?
Is going in.
It's because Leech Life, then Absorb, and I can't hit it. Because I keep flinching. Either that or I'm confused. Well, eat an ember, fucker. Some GTA races are not bad. It depends completely on which version of GTA and what style of race it's making you do. Like, if you're playing as Franklin in GTA 5, it's actually pretty fucking easy. I think Big Titty is going to be the best chance. Because Ampharos is pretty low.
I think one of the reasons that I hate driving segments so much is because I have processing issues. And driving segments are usually very fast-paced. And I can't, like, react fast enough, and that's why I just constantly die over and over again.
This has to be satire.
Yeah, that has to be satire. I can't imagine.
Hey, you want to replace the first Call of Duty with, fucking Final Fantasy VII or some shit?
Everyone who says Final Fantasy VII isn't political, the entire first part of the game is political.
Everyone who says BioShock is not political. But what I'm reacting to is that it's like the thank you for and the not you meme. Oh, fuck the PS2 era GTA games. Fuck, especially like Vice City. Dude, fuck that whole forklift segment.
I tried to replay San Andreas once, and I was like, how did 10-year-old me do this shit?
I never beat it.
I don't think I ever did.
I think it's also the fact that we were just too stubborn at the age of like 10.
Not me. If the game pissed me off, I quit.
But let's go back to that meme. It says, thank you for being great non-political games. Then has not you on The Last of Us Part 2 in the middle. Let's go through the games that they're thanking for being non-political. Metal Gear Solid. Grand Theft Auto. Spec Ops The Line. Wolfenstein.
Oh my god.
Fallout New Vegas. BioShock. Dishonored. And Call of Duty. The only way this has to be satire. The only way they can make them more political games is by changing Call of Duty to Final Fantasy VII. Hell, any Final Fantasy, really.
Yeah, like, they're not all political, but a lot of them have political elements in the story. But
They have to be satire.
Metal Gear got me.
Metal Gear is nothing but politics. Politics and terrorists. That's how you describe Metal Gear in 3 words. Politics and terrorists.
In Wolfenstein, you fight Nazis. How is it not political? Explain.
I never played the original Call of Duty, but I still know they're talking about they actually tried to go the history lesson route with the first one. People didn't really care about the history, so they started focusing more on gameplay. Because they realized, hey, people aren't playing Call of Duty for the fucking story. Having a story in it makes it more interesting, yeah, but no. By the way, what kind of calzone did you get me?
They didn't have a lot of calzone options, so I just got you stromboli.
Ooh, okay.
Because they only had one calzone and it wasn't customizable.
Okay, so right here we are going to save state. Save. We are going to end it here. Give me like 10 minutes to get water, go to the bathroom and that, and I will be back with Neo 2's DLC, The Tengu Disciple. I will say this, the split staff in it is a very, very fun weapon. I just gotta level it up to be practical. That's all I have, but it is a very fun weapon.
Since the first part couldn't be streamed when you first started playing it, you should probably clarify what happened when you started up.
Yeah, because I didn't even beat the first mission.
Yeah, I'm just saying, explain what you already did.
Okay. I'll even play the cutscene after we beat the mission.
Okay.
I figured that'd be fair. But I'll do the cutscenes and that, and it's gonna be a fun time. So, for those who aren't joining me for that, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining me, talking. Thank you to my wife. Good night. And remember, someone loves you.